is Minecraft. Got a nice treat for you, a bit of a unique one. Not actually a first thoughts or a playthrough or anything like that. This is a map walk. It's a years old map. Originally started with the Prov and Beanie. Many years ago, potentially like 2017, 2018, 2019. We played for a good 6-7 months, both in survival, mind you. I must add that it was a survival map, and we walked through and we played for ages. And as things go on, life hits, you get fed up, a new game comes up, you rotate out to a different game. We originally had it on Realms, so either one of us could jump on at any point, but at one point I let that lapse, because we just weren't jumping on very often, and it was a waste of money. But for me, ever since then, roughly every 3-4 months, I'd jump on, do a quick little project, have a new idea, refresh it, what have you. So as we do walk around, I will try to describe how I've updated and modified certain areas. As Minecraft itself has updated and added new things, I've come in and then I've used those new elements to build some different things or update the way things look, and update how things are going on. Just bear with me 2 seconds. Just sending a quick shout out to the people that might want to watch, that being Beanie, Big Fish, and a friend from work who's obsessed with Minecraft at the moment. So we'll have to see if they're available to jump on and watch, then they will do. Hey Daisy Queen, I've just seen your new chat come up. I'm doing all right. Just doing a quick explanation as to what's going on today. By all means, have a watch, have a look through. I mean, you'd have never seen this map to start with, like most people out there. So yeah. Right, so start off, quick explanation. This is the spawn in point. This was where, it's what I like to do, is the moment I spawn in, if I'm going to keep the map, I will build a huge tower with an arrow pointing towards the settlement. So that if my friends, like my brother or Beanie, was to join and spawn in, there'd be a perfect sign to say head in that direction. As always, I'm on Bedrock, Xbox, so I'm able to have my position up on screen at all times. And all right, well. Total failure, never worked. So that, for all intents and purposes, I just ignore. I gave it a week or 2 to try, and it just doesn't work. I think it's down to the fact that entities on the Xbox have to be within draw distance to keep working, and where we are now is nowhere near the draw distance. So it just didn't work as an AFK or I'm busy doing something else. Switch that off. Right. Okay, so this is where my world begins. Right where this nice wide entrance road So I'm going to walk through. I'm not going to fly through using Creative Fly because it's not designed to be looked at from in the sky. I might jump in the air to show a bird's eye view of certain areas, but for now we'll just walk in. We'll run in. This is a relatively new addition. There has always been a path here. It's just, I'd say, last few times I came in and I put the coloured concretes and what have you in. But here we go, the main entrance. This is probably like the third or fourth attempt at a nice looking entrance. It has changed several times. Mainly as new blocks. The last one, obviously, when the new blocks came in, the pawpaw, the deep slate, things like that came in. And here we go, a nice portcullis. It does work. The buttons are just to the side of this iron gate. But I can show you the exit. As with all castles, you have, well, not with all castles, but with a gatehouse, you would typically have two. I don't know if you do actually, saying that, but I've always imagined that you'd have two. So that you could trap any enemies or whatever you're in. So if I can just, there we go. That's opened. And quick close. There it goes, close. That's a perfect example for you, Farbod, if you're ever watching. That's a portcullis closing. As you can see, the iron mesh is the close. The mechanisms are hidden away behind the stone. Use gravel or sand at the bottom as like a fall away, and then it pushes it all up, and job done. I know it's not grand having a strip of gravel in the middle of your black slate, but if you wanted to hide it, you could do the whole path gravel, your whole bit sand. I personally don't mind. It's just one of those things I accept and get on with. Okay, so as we come down, enter into the outer village. I've always had a stables style building on this left hand side. As you can see now, we've got some horses, donkeys, llamas, mules, etc. And we walk through, and this would be their house for the stable master. Hey, Beanie Vision, way get some work done. Yeah, well done. And here's some my horses. We have, ooh, Ducius is a nice little black one, and Hinter. I'm having to read these because it's been that long since I've been down here. Cucumber and Kumquat, wherever Kumquat's gone. Ooh, there we go. Wherever Kumquat's gone. And so I've got 4 more stables ready to go. Little storage area. Honestly, don't know what's in them. Probably hay and what have you. And an upstairs pure storage. How do you do the bot Rick's official? I'll have to get back to you on that one, Beanie, because I have no clue. I set it up months ago and then promptly forgot. But it's easy enough. It's easy enough to do. Right. As you can see, back to the tour. I got foxes. So when Minecraft added foxes in, I was like, I've got to get me some foxes. Thankfully, they are very not, what's the word I'm looking for? You can get them to follow you just by holding some berries. And quickly in. I built them like a little shelter for them to get under. And to this point, I've never seen one get under there. So I don't know if the 1 block height is too small for them, but to go 2 block height would be, I thought, wouldn't look very good. Okay. So horses, llamas, and that's it for the stables. Yes, Bean, I'm stupid. But anyway, this is the Beanie Vision map, Beanie. You would not recognise any of it, especially my side. Right, so this side we have a rabbit pen with a random chicken. This was always the chicken farm. We have chickens. You might be wondering, that's not grass. That's right, it's carpet. Because underneath there's a minecart system that grabs the eggs. The eggs are then shot. You can just see them through that glass. Are transferred. They pop here. If they hatch, they become a little chick. The chick grows. It becomes an adult. It's then in the lava enough. It dies. When it dies, it gives me chicken and feathers. So yeah. Oh, there you go. Just heard the chicken pop. There's another one. It just ticks along nicely. And when we're playing survival, great source of food. And there we go. We've got a bit of a wheat farm going on. I've got some farmers. And here's the farmer's house. With a bit... a shop stall area. Unfortunately, not much in the way of... Oh, I'm missing a door. Warehouse. Once I unlocked all the... got the... There's a dispense system behind that shoots shears at them. They are then sheared. Got a random chicken in there. Okay. And as you can possibly hear, there's a nice railway system which is in here. That upper cart just circles round, picks up all the wool. And I thought I had followed Daisy Beans. I thought I had. I shall remedy that shortly. The wall drops in there. Works its way through to this system here, and that shoots off to the big warehouse, which we'll visit shortly. So it's all automated. Okay. So, and excellent, Bean. Tonight's the night, apparently, that we're going to have Daisy Queen streaming with us. Or, well, with us or on her own. Not too sure. We'll look forward to it. Right, and in this house, which I will fly just over the top. There we go, because it's quicker. Is the sheep farmer's house. Again, don't have much in the way of furniture. We've got a little room up here. And another little room up here. Like I've said, a few unfinished projects. Not quite totally finished, but there we go. Right. Now then, out. There was a cave. Yes. Is it down here? Ooh, I can't remember. Looks like some gravel's felt. Oh yeah, there was. Oh, there it is. Look, recognise the mossy cobble. There was probably a mob spawner there, which I got rid of, or at some point. But that was a great source of XP and resources, and etc. etc. I'm not going to go too far into these caves because I've not been in literal years. Is that supposed to be quiet? Not quite. Oh, apparently it's gone quiet. Okay, just give me 2 seconds. I'll head back. Well, I've got noise beans, so I'm not too sure. Oh, it's back. You can hear me now. Right. Okay. I'll come back to these twin towers shortly. I'm trying to do things in a specific order. But out here, basically, I'll come back to those because what they lead to was built in creative. What I'm showing you at the moment, everything was built in survival mode. So every resource I had to go find, collect, bring back. Okay, right. This was... Oh, got a random brick. That shouldn't be that. It's like the barracks stroke jail house type one. So this would be, for example, the check-in. So you'd bring the prisoners in, they'd be like, blah, blah, blah. Yes, that's your information. They'd walk the way, and that's, and or what have you. And is the sleeping. Again, like I say. Go. Nice little dungeon area. You'd lie down there. Cells. Literally nothing in. This was a water torture, like you'd sit here and get your head dunked in, or you could lie there with your back and get your head chopped off. This is an oubliette. Bees I can fly, I'll drop in. It's literally a stone box. And there we go. Nice oubliette, which is French for, I think it's like forgetting. Something like that. So literally you would chuck them in and just forget they existed. There we go. Right, and this is like you'd stick them in and they'll be forced to stand up. And then, I mean, these doors are cool because you've got little windows so they can see out. But yeah, and that's that. And I chose to do red light, the red stone torches, because it's spooky. And there we go. Now, I'm not going to go that way because that comes at it from the wrong direction. Same as with that direction, not going to go that way. Okay, so quick sprint. Here we go. As you can see, things have been moved round. Oh, the front of the castle. I don't know if you saw it earlier. This is a point where I will do that. As you can see, there's quite a lot to get through. Things in the distance. And right. The bridge, the front towers, they've all been done several times as and when new blocks came up. I've just also noticed that the right one has black stone at the bottom, whereas the left one doesn't. I don't know if that was... I think that's just an oversight on my behalf there. Okay, so here we go. Random bee. This is the stonemason. Lots of storage. That's his house. I won't go in. You've seen one. You've seen them all. This is like a workshop area. It's got loads of storage shelves, etc., etc. And this was originally the stone cave, the original quarry. Ignore that blue. That's just where I made loads and loads of blue concrete. And here we go. This is the stone spawner, quarry, infinite stone supply. Got some nice diamond pickaxes. They are to be used. They're not just decoration. You take it off, you bang, 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 bang. You then put it back when you're done. Then when you are done, I'll show you as well. You stick it all in there. You press the button, and that flies off and drops it off at the warehouse. This here is the actual quarry, which I mined loads out, as you can see. There's some of the stones I didn't need, and there we go. It goes quite a distance down. I think to 0 originally. Went to 0. Doesn't go any further than that because at the time we couldn't go past 0. So, and there we go. And that just makes us a cobble. Right. So that's that done. I'll come back to the rest momentarily. But there we go. Right. So these are the main entrance to the castle. I managed to find a little bell when the pillages was on. These are all accessible to the roof. And here we go, the bridge. The bridge overlooks a little river, which was always been here. This originally was just like a mountainside, like any mountainside thing, and I just decided to build a castle in it. Yeah, I've done loads, absolutely loads beans. And right, here we go. This is saying several different iterations, different changes as we've gone, but the constants is a throne room, which is now like a dinner room. So this is where you'd sit. Again, unfinished project. I was going to try and get some tables down between these columns, so you'd sit there. Obviously, king, queen. All built in this took me absolutely ages because, like I said, done in survival. We are currently oh, that green dot there, can you just see it? Just to the left. There we go. Just below the crosshairs. That's where we are now in reference. So I've walked in. We walked in down, gone around the farm, the sheep farm, around the barracks, the stables. Now we're here. So yeah, so I'll stay there for a second so you can have a quick look. I was also in the process of spawning in maps for the end because I have killed the Ender Dragon. And this is a miniature map version of the same, obviously the same thing. Again, probably come back to that, or at least I'll notify him. Right, so this room was in that section. So yep, hey, Big Fish is on. Okay, Railway Tower Village. Okay, so there was, like I say, railway, train track. I'll show you from the outside. It is, and then tower takes us up to the tower. So we're on the second floor. Get a nice balcony view, tour. Through these windows you can open or open, watch the party. Got nice sets of armours that I'd sorted for myself. My little bedroom. Trapdoors. That's all. Stairs come. Fishy will note. As you can see, I added on the aquamarine because we've managed to find an ocean temple, which is in that direction. I could take you to show you, and I'm not joking. It takes 10 minutes by railway. That's not an exaggeration. I've timed it. It takes just over 10 minutes by railway to get there. So these blocks are some of the most, in my opinion, expensive blocks I've used compared to time taken to fetch them. And as you can see, I chose to use it in the magic room. Here we go, up. Little bookcases, got the storage with some books and some lapis, and a nice enchanting table. Then we go up again, and this, for ages, this the obelisk, which I was going through an Egyptian the only way I had to find that was there's a resource online where you could put your map seed in, and it would literally just show you where the biomes were. So I knew it was over there, and I just went. Sorry about that. Just needed a drink. signposters. So we've got Cathedral Barn, Beanies, and the Mob, which are in as he left them. So I will not be running round because I will get lost. That's not an understatement. That's not a fib. I will definitely get lost. Okay, so if we come up these stairs, as you can see, we've come up the other side of that path. I am a big fan of like labyrinth style walkways where, for example, you have to go down to go up. So like to get here we had to go down to then come up to get to where we want to be. More signposts. This was basically because I tried to imagine it like a proper village. So we've got the Round, the Market, the Barn, the Windmill, and the Royal Gardens, all that way. The Round is a play on words, an oxymoron I think it's called, because it's not round, it's square. So I called it the Round. And then we've got Jokers, Bar and Bed up this way. Oh. Kitchen, stroke, bed, flight, where you'd sleep. This was going to be like... oh, it looks like I'm partially finished it. The bar area. So you can dine. It's a weird shape because the land was a weird shape. I'm not a big fan of absolutely obliterating the land that's already there. And then we've got all different coloured rooms. So aqua, blue. So they're not numbered. So red. It's all to do with the carpet and the bed colour. So I didn't really rush to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So brown, black, black. Okay, I've got multicoloured in there. Brown. There we go. But anyway. Right. Okay. And all this. That. He flattened areas off. He built. Now, we've got Tunnely, tunnely. And from that, and then like branching out, be 5 by get the animals up. Now this was obviously for the back entrance. That was just added in later when I did but more for if you've got someone of note worth digging. lectern article. So I've just had to obviously make do. And leads you to to build houses and stuff on. Rooms, squarish, oblongish, weird shaped-ish. And, well, he enjoyed building them. So he built. He provided his own stone, his own wood, everything. So I would like him to come back and finish what he started. But knowing him, he probably can't even remember what he had for dinner that night, sort of thing. But yeah, there we go. Being his upper town. I think he was started one there. But there we go. It would be great to get him back and get him actually building again. Come back to all that. But obviously he's got a walkway which will lead elsewhere. Quick flyover. Here we go. So, right. So, that way's to Beanie's Market, which we'll go in a second. This is called the Fields. As you can see, it's a big open field. I'm not entirely certain what to build. I was thinking of like potentially like a Coliseum, entertainment district, something like that. But as it is, this way, we have the obelisk in my Egyptian themed, and the Sphinx. There isn't any secret entrance or anything. I wasn't too sure how to get it in, but there we go. All built in survival. Excuse me. Okay, and then the quarry. Face me, jump off. I'm not going to jump off. Not just yet. But yeah, this was a secondary quarry. Obviously the first one over by the stonemason's house, and then there's this one. Okay, let's go. Boom, splash. This was my deep slate quarry. This is where I got all my deep slate from. Diggy, diggy, diggy. And it is huge. But it's not my only deep slate. The quarry itself is deep slate. And here we go for a water one. The waterfall. Lift, elevator. There we go. Right. And right, well, there we go. Oh, we're missing some steps. Okay, here we go round. Still got to go down there, yeah. Beanie's Market. Should I come back? No, I'm here now. Beanie's Market. Great view from here. This is just a small section of it. He really was obsessed with building market stalls. And there we go. It's all up, running. I'm not too sure how he's going to populate it. But, oh, excuse me, big yawns. But there we go, Beanie's Market Stall. This way leads to Beanie's. Beanie's Mines. I'll come back to that. But there we go. So the fields, the grass. That's the other side of all this blue concrete. I got absolutely obsessed with concrete and blue and etc. It's basically an imitation sky is what it's supposed to be, in my opinion, because I didn't want to get rid of Beanie's stuff. I mean, I could have just come in and destroyed the whole lot, but it didn't feel right. It wasn't the nice thing to do. There we go, steps up. As you can see, there we are. That's those. Beanie's Upper Town over there. And there we go. But I built it round. I didn't want to get rid of the nice grand tree that had appeared. So I've just left a gap. Thought nice to look through. Let's not seal it off completely. And sorted. But certain elements like the dirt there, I've not altered it. I won't alter it. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I honestly don't know. Well, there we go. More marketplace, more marketplace, more marketplace. There we are, look, more marketplace. I built these columns to show a bit of support to the to my imitation sky. But mainly because he'd already built the big bridge. As you can see, not a big fan of support, but I thought I'd add it in. I'd tilt the bridge and I added in. More market. Very confusing, could easily get lost. But there, let's fly for a sec. Yeah, it's very unique. It's all him. And there we go. That's that. And then he built, from what I understand, he built a water feature park. I don't really know what it is in his imagination, but it's waterways. It's water just trickling through funny directions. The odd fish here and there that either spawned in on their own or he fetched on. I'm not too sure. But there we go. There we are. So come up to the bridgy sections. And we got? Around to be his, what I call his lower town. So I think, if I remember right, this was his water treatment facility, is what he called it. And then we've got unfinished buildings, potatoes. The railways was me. I've added that in at a later date. It takes you to a dungeon ender portal thing to get to the end. And he's obviously in the way of building another little village. These ones, he's finally decided to add roofs to. So you can see how he's developed in his building. So instead of it just being square, it's now got roofs on. If I remember rightly, he's more into like probably an entranceway. Oh, I think this is supposed to be like a toilety, bathroomy type thing. And it's thinking more about what goes where. Instead of just this is a room, that's a room, etc., etc. But either way, he was building them, and he's got some. I would really like him to come back and finish them. Really, take some in. Now this purple fence I put in because I added the railway section, but there was this path that leads back, and this is his farm animals. He's got sheep of all colours, horses, cows. I think there's pigs over there. Yeah, pigs over there with your llamas and your chickens. He's got a little chicken sty, which they, as evidenced, they do actually use. But there we go, that's that. I'm going to quickly fly back the way we came. Yay. Right, there we go. I'll fly over everything. And here we go, dropping in at the entrance. Okay, so we'll pick up the tour at this point. Okay, welcome back, Beanie. Sorry to hear your phone died. We've just been over your side. I was just saying how I'd love for you to come back and finish off what you started. But okay, this is a relatively new side. So there's not much over here. Except, right. So as they say, I'll pick it up. That's the train station, which we'll go in a second. This was supposed to be the cactus green dye farm. Again, it works, but only if you're nearby. They've got the bamboo farm. And this is... I'm not too sure where that goes, in all honesty. I honestly cannot remember where that goes to. So I'm not... yeah, I'm bewildered. Go down it. I might do. Let's just... I'll do this bit first. I loved this bit. I love this bit. This is the bee greenhouse. I was able to find a bee nest as warrant there. Luckily, I had an item with Silk Touch. It took me ages to get that spell from a flipping villager, etc. Yes, I'll go down in a minute, Beanie. In a minute, showing off the beehives. But here we go. I built the beehives, I bred the bees, I put the flowers in, and yeah, all built. This was all built in survival, and it took forever. And I wasted so much glass. I'll tell you that, so much glass by placing it like one block long. And this is yeah, but I got there in the end, and I was happy, and it stays. And there we go. Right, back to that train station, train rail. Beanie wants me to go down. Oh, I've no clue. Oh, I'm scared. I don't know what I'm going to find. Okay, let's go for it. I don't even know. I don't remember putting this in. Honestly don't know. Don't remember putting it in. We're going in the completely wrong direction, so I've got no idea where it's going. It's going here. Wherever here is. Okay, we've got an anvil. Oh, some potatoes and some diamond armour. And oh, got a mob spawner. Okay, that's where it goes. I'd found a mob spawner, and I've obviously built a spawn mob. Obviously, they're not going to spawn because I'm in peaceful mode at the minute, but they would spawn, drop, get pushed up against here. I could then obviously attack them, which is probably why I've got the gear there. Their bits would fall in, drop, and come to me. And then I could stick them on a rail and shoot it down that end. But there we go. That's that. Is there a way out here? I've got no idea where this is going to come out. Obviously, at some point I did some mining, did some searching, and there we are. Ooh, that brings me out near the entrance. Okay, so we're on outside of the village. There we go. Right, there we go at the entrance again. Alright. Right. Quick big tour over here. Okay, one of the biggest things I've added on was the outer wall, which goes from where the barracks is, round, down, up, blah, 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 round. Originally when I built it as like 2 bricks, 3 bricks, you know, really basic, to go all the way around. But then I was in the process of making it look like a wall. So there we go. That's all sorted. Sorting that again. That goes all the way round. Round. Not too sure what I'm going to do with that area. But then we've got like a light tower, watch out tower, etc. There we go. So we've got the beehives. Now the piece of resistance that I really like is the little churchy cathedral. Well, it's not cathedral. A little church with an Ankh sign, another Egyptian phase, and the cemetery. Let's have a little walk. So we've got through. So we've got all the plots, different gravestones, signs on. So so any followers, here's a thing for you, followers. if you would like a grave, I need to finish these off. A grave numbered to you. So, for example, we'd have Beanie and then a date on. Oh, Beanie likes that. So, Beanie, would you like one sorting for you? I can do it now if I can find the signage. Okay, so here we go, look. So we're going to put your proper name in England's, if it'll fit. I don't think it will. What date would you like, Beanie? What date should we put? Should we put your birthday on? look, just as I said it, that's what you typed. Oh, I'm going to show myself up here, aren't I, dude? Oh, that's so close. I was going to say 21. I don't know why. I thought it was the 21st. I am looking on chat, dude. There we go. England's BD, the first one. Yeah, I was going to put 21st to the 5th down. But there you go. BD, you were the first one in. But yeah, so if anybody else, just... yeah, that's what Facebook's for. Yeah, so any other viewers, followers, pop your gamer tag on. And like your date of birth if you want, or just a memorable date. And I'll sort you on if you're a follower. Followers only, so follow. What I can do with Twitch ones down here, so Twitch followers here, and then the YouTube one, so any YouTube, because this will be on YouTube. Although it's live on Twitch now, it will be saved on YouTube. So any YouTube followers, we can have the upper sections. I put some little statues on. I was really happy with the way this looks. Especially the fact that I've used the mossy grass as cobblestone, etc. And here we go. Here's the little, what was the church before I built the cathedral. Obviously I've come back over time and I've added bits like the blue flame torches, the lectern, and just do a little sermon, maybe call it a school or whatever. Either way, there we go. Right, that's that sorted. Alright, train station. Oh, no, not the train station just yet. We need to go... Aha, this is the first jungle tree. I said I went to the jungle to get cocoa beans. I came back with the tree saplings. And I planted it in this very spot. Because at the time, it was a great spot. And it grew. And it became a jungle tree. And then since then, I needed to... I built the path. And the path was to go straight through. And I do not wish... I just didn't want to get rid of it. I was like, it's my first tree. It's memorable. It's going to stay. So the path is built round it. And there we go. Right. So one of the original bits before the bee house, the train station, anything like that, the stonemason was in. Along with that, I built the fisherman's hut. Chickens! The chickens are there having a little flappy time in the boat that was for the fisherman with his, again, everything. I've not put doors on. Got barrel with nothing in. Clay, apples, yep. I could have sworn I'd have left a fishing rod. But there we go. That's the fishing hut. And then just this way. This was the wood cutters. Trees all nice in a line. All nice and ready. We've got some logs. We've got some ropes flamming over. We've got some birch. Looks like spruce. Maybe some oak or spruce. I don't really know what they are. Obviously a wood building. Oh, what's down here? Yeah. Oh, he's got a little cave there. He's got a little cave. Can't see Stiggly there. I've probably put them in because I didn't get ladders. Got nowhere to stick ladders. Well, there we go. Got all our saplings. And yeah. Oh, look. I've built a table looking like that. That's good. And yeah, there we go. A little forestry area. And it comes down. Little jitty. Oh, I know what that is. I think. Yes, I do know what that is. Right. Right, that path there for a long time was the path to the fisherman's hut. But nowadays it's a lot quicker to go by the railway, so from the train station out. But here I have a little dock. Now what you'll see is this structure was the first railway. It was just a single track that took me to Beanies. That's literally all it did. And I think one of those rooms that I said was a room, that was the railway. And that's where I went. And again, I didn't really want to get rid of this bit because there's no need to get rid of it. I didn't need to get rid of it to build something else. It was good. It sat there. It told a story to me. I looked at it and was like, I built that. I built it to last. And there we go. Then that other room that still got the rails in. Obviously, I mean, I took the rails out because I needed them. Oh, no, the rails are still there. Yeah, so there we go. See, rails are still in. And then this one. This was the other one I showed you. They come up and it stops at the end. Is that a fox in the river? It is, isn't it? He's going for a swim. Good for him. He's probably fell off the thing. But yeah, so this is the dock. I've got a crane mechanism for offloading. Got some little docks. Now this, I will admit, was not built in survival. Originally it was. I did build it in survival. Or should I say I started to build it in survival. I just got a lot of digging, a lot fed up, a lot bored, and I stopped. I've since come back in creative mode and finished it off. Which made it a lot easier, especially with all the water, because the water was just silly. But yeah, well, that's basically a canal that goes from here to the fishing village, where, because it became a fishing village for storage and whatever. So the little boats will come in, drop off things for the market, get lifted off with a crane. And here we go. This is the Upturned Boat, the Boat Cafe. It's as close to I thought the story would be behind it is that there's basically there's a river that meanders round that way, across, round, and you can get to the ocean. You just follow that river, and that we would have got here, and it's either got too thin or whatever the story was. We stopped here, and that is why we originally built the castle. That's the story behind it. In the Minecraft world story backlog, the lore. So we've got a upturned boat, which is the cafe. We can go up here, and there we are. We've got away leads, and this is, if you remember, this is where the path was. So there we go. Boathouse. Mine's a beanie. Go down there in a second. All right. And there's these little pathways. See, you can get down there. You can go up to go down. There we go. This, I think, yep, takes you to the farm. And there, that was it. The boat itself, again, built in survival. It's just from this section, it's just the canal that wasn't built in survival. Everything else was. And there we go. We'll go to the fishing village and what have you in a moment. But for now, for Beanie, well, not just for Beanie, but for all the viewers, I'm going to show you the mines of Beanie. These were the original mines. Billy's tunnels left, right and centre. He was searching, he got loads of iron and etc, and all the stone. Okay, so we would come down, and originally there was just a single path that went all the way through. This bit was my attempt at a spawner, a mob spawner, loot grabber. So up there somewhere there's a dark area with water pushing them in, and the collection point is down there. What's that say? Barracks. Okay, so that's what that leads us to the barracks. So that's it. Exit out to the barracks. Right. Caves. Pretty simple. It probably leads us to caves. Okay, so BD obviously he'd mined out a huge area. All this corridors. Now, one of the things I do when I'm caving is the torches. As I'm going round, I will always leave the torches on the left. Oh, what's that? So as I'm building, as I'm mining out, if I need to put a torch down, I'll put it on the left. That's just so that when it comes time to leave, I'm not overly lost. I just know that if I keep the torches on my right, eventually I will get to the way out. Which is why all these corridors have the torches on the left. Because I made sure Beanie put torches on the left. If I ever caught him putting them on the right, I told him off. These signs are new. I put them up just for this tour. so that I didn't have to quite exactly remember what was what and where. So we've got the mob spawner and the warehouse that way. Yeah, Beanie, you still put them on the right. I know you did. That's why you will get lost. Okay, so that one leads to the outside. That leads to the outside. And it's this one, the MOB, the Mines of Beanie. Right. Not too sure what this was. It was either a resource that he'd mined out, or he had the intention of building a little storage room. I don't know. But, like I say, I'm just going to leave it. I've left it. I have no reason to remove it. So, there we go. The first junction. Section 1 is what I've labelled this as. It literally is. Ignore the carpet for a second. Yeah, there we are. It literally is just a section, a little ravine, a cave system, etc. Now, I'll explain the carpet. The carpet is what I put down. And it's my way, like, if I follow the blue carpet, I know the way out. That was the only way I could do it. The rest I just looked, had a quick look, etc. So cave's huge. He just went round. He went on the resources. He dug stone out. He did brilliant. If it wasn't for BD mining all that stuff, I couldn't have. Well, I could have done, but I wouldn't have built what I did as quick as I did. And here we are. These doorways, there was some significance to them. I can't remember what they were, but there we go. See, all on the left, and etc. So most of it he did right. Well, you can't remember either. Awesome. So yeah, like I say, the Mines of Beanie, an absolute warren of caves and little ravines and waterways, darkness. I know there's some iron there. He's left. But there we go. Torch on the right. Torches on the right. Torches on the right. And again, was it on the right? Because if you'd have gone this way, does it loop round? No, it doesn't loop round. That. Oh, look. We got some chests. I'm going to get lost if I'm not careful. But yeah, so there we go. Honestly, that was probably section 2 that I marked up. There we are. Oh, look. There, look, section 2. We come through. So section 1 loops round to there. Beanie's lost. These were your caves, Bean. So yeah, here we go. He's got loads of... I'm not going to go too far off the path that I know, because as you can probably tell, unless you're down here day in, day out, it's all grey and white and with specks of brown and ore, and there we go. Oh, and this is, if you remember, ta-da, Beanie's Market. So there we go. I mean, if I wanted, I could skip down here and... Is that a sheep? Hi, sheepy. Yeah, hello. How you doing? Would you like a beetroot? Would you like beetroot? No? Beetroot seeds? No? That's fine. But there we go. Section 2 and market. Right. And then this bit up here, we've got another little storage section. Again, could be anything. Okay, so there's a mob spawner and warehouse. Oh, I've come the wrong way. See how easy it is to get turned around? Section 1, Section 2. That's out there, if I remember. Okay, so yeah, there we are. Oh, this is what I deemed to be the main entrance for the mines of Beanie. That takes me to the quarry and the docks. Here we go. Here's the Paw Paw Quarry. And then that just leads through to the docking system. Okay. And the Beanie's main entrance. He's got his workload. He's got some stuff that he's found. And here we go. All the way down. There are offshoots left, right and centre. And here we go. Now, I'd put some signage down, just so that we know. Okay, so main stairs, obvious. So mob spawner is black. So if I followed the black carpet, I will get to a mob spawner. Just something I found as I was trying to figure out what was going on. And a circle route is green. Basically, as I was looking round, if I saw green carpet, I knew that if I followed the green carpet, I would get to the main stairs. So, for example, mob spawner black. Let's go down. We've got numerous directions that we could go. Oh, we have to go upstairs. Upstairs. Up to go down. There we go. And mob spawner. It's a zombie mob spawner. Chests. Yep. Zombie meats and bones. And some more zombie meat. So, yeah. So, XP farm. Oh, excuse me, with yawns again. Well, there we are. There's a section here again. Now, double signs like this, that's to me telling me that it's a dead end. So you come down and, oh, look, it's a dead end. I mean, you can still get past them. Thankfully, you can walk past signs. But as I was exploring, I just noted to myself that that was a dead end. So a quick dead end, not like a long corridor dead end, but an actual, just a little dead end. And, oh look, green carpet. And there we go. Let's follow the green carpet. Right. Boom. Job done. A little dead end up there. And, well, there we go, look. Couple of dead ends. But yeah, it's one of those where the number of times I tried to bring something to Beanie because he'd ran out of pickaxes or something like that, and I could not find him. It was just silly. Thankfully, when someone gets close, they appear on your screen and you can see and you can work towards them. But there we are. Okay, mob main. Yeah, let's go this way to the docks. Boom. Right, quick flyover. Right. Okay, so that's the main town. I'll do a quick fly up. There we go. Like I say, everything with the exception of the canal, I built in survival. So nowadays, it is in a creative mode, which means little bits I missed, things like that, I can sort out. this main wall now is adding on bits are creative mode, but the majority of it was built in survival. So anything grey brick was survival. But then like the blackstone on top, that was just creative because the hassle of just getting down there to get blackstone to turn it. Yeah, you know the biz. The villages with water in, and I pushed them fly this section. It was pushed all underground. There we go, look, it comes out here. It was all pushed. Oh, yeah, I've not done those bits. From this village there, and also, if I remember rightly, yeah, that village there. So I encouraged him, I pushed him, I got him in a minecart. I did everything. Because obviously when got those in a minecart, I just pushed him slowly downhill. Got them to here, and then used the water trick to get the water to push them. All the way back. So got ravines down there. Yeah, it took forever, but I got some over, and since then they have thankfully bred themselves, and I've got quite a few. Okay, all right. Oh, that's one thing before we do the railways. Is this doorway doesn't work? Doesn't work. Right. So if you remember right back when we were doing this, I said we'll come down here in a minute. Right, it's time to go down here. This is to my big warehouse. That way we're going in a minute. Mines, slime cave, ravines, that way. Well, this was the big warehouse. This all built in survival. I know I keep saying it, but the number of it's just nice to remind myself as well. So I've got all these chests with the picture frames set up. They all have what's inside, so that's like mechanical devices, blah blah blah, that you can make. Then you've got your specials, so redstone stuff, potions, magic books, papers, irons, iron products. These are just dirt. If it's sideways, then it's full. So dirt, as you can imagine. We've got fires, rails, bamboo stuff. I think this end stuff from underground. Not end stuff. Netherworld, seeds, ocean products, armors, leathers. All sorted, manually sorted. No dig down and build up. Yes, dude. Flat world. You can do a flat world by when you create a world, you go into build flat world, and then you can customize it. These things on the wall, that's just for me as reference. So when I was coming to like, I need something to build my windows, I could come here and go, that looks like a nice window. That doesn't work as a window at all. It's not got So I've got all my dies in the bottom, then the carpets sorted. Now that wool carpet train comes up here. This is the auto sorter. It comes up, pops up over there behind the wall, and the bits will float along and into these chests. So there we go. Oh look, I've got some dirt and some eggs in that one. I need to fix that then. There we are. Yeah. There. There we go. Right. This way was that. Oh, this is my smelting section. So what I do is I put my ores in there, the coal in there, and boom, and they'd circulate round, drop all the coal and ores in. I'd switch the bottoms on, and they'd pop out here. That's basically how I made all my stone. Switch that off. Switch that off. Switch that off. Yeah, so it just literally goes back and forth. That goes round and round, and job done. The stone quarry would appear here. So you'd harvest all your cobble, stick it in that train. The train would come along, empty into there. So I could literally just take it out there, pop it into there. I don't know. Yeah, look, still got two. So boom. So I could do that. So they'd all switch on. This bit is the obviously when the stones are in, it obviously gets took out. That switches the hoppers on that are underneath, which means they would then turn up here. With that is empty. I never got to building anything. That way takes you just up here. In a line, a candle like that. See, just straight line. That's the back end of the wool train sort. Yeah, so that's that, and we go down. We've got Ravine L, Ravine S. We've got the mines. Slime Cave is literally was a cave that spawned slimes. This did work. Because I was mainly upstairs working, it was loaded in, so it did work. Probably doesn't work now, as everything lump off. So you've got deep slate just showing up, and there we go. It's a lot of the caves or lines are like this one with no light, because I have my settings as such so that even when it's pitch black I don't know how this will transfer to Twitch or YouTube, but I can clearly see that that's diorite, that's dirt, that's normal stone, that's deep slate, deep slate, granite. I don't need light torches to see because of my brightness settings through my TV and through the game itself. Okay. Ravine L. You know, when we flew over for the villages, you'd have seen we flew over a ravine. That one is Ravine L. Ravine S is just a small one. Once you've seen one ravine, you've seen them all, but it's a long walk that way. Okay. Not as long as the train station, but it's a bit of a walk. Okay, now quick flyover. These twin towers. We're getting there. We're getting there. Right. This is built in creative. This is where the creative bit comes in. Everything else, survival. This bit is creative. Admittedly, the blue concrete over at the fields, that's creative. The grass is survival. I know that might be hard to believe, but there we go. Okay, and here we go. We're in the underground section. Basically, I was running out of room up top for housing and other bits, so I built down here. And I've just noticed there's a bit of mist. So yeah, so I've opened up a huge area. And we've got some random villager. He just appeared one day. No idea where he came from, but there he is. Now you might be wondering about light. These torches, lanterns, not there for light. They're there for decoration. The light, would you have believe it, is glowstone. Which what I will do, which is at the top and the bottom of every column. And one interesting thing is when it's behind stairs, the light shines through. So you don't have to have it on show. And I think I'm using that to great effect to batteries died on my controller. I don't know if it flashed up on screen for the viewers, but there we go. Yeah. These darker areas in the middle, I wasn't too fussed about putting lights there because that's where I was going to look at building buildings. So the buildings themselves would have the light. Basically, I was just thinking of, you might get a house in there, your fencing section, maybe a couple of houses, back gardens. I'm going to get some trees down here, things like that. Obviously, the light concrete is a fake sky. I've stopped going that way because of the wall. I don't really know how close I am. I've not replaced this section yet with the light wall. But yeah, there we go. That's the under. that's all of that dealt with. So I've chose to show you that last because it's survival. It's not. It's creative, but sorry, creative, not survival. I'm not that impressed with it because it's built in creative, but if built in survival like the rest, I'm more happy to show. Right. Now then. Oh, got straight past it. Train station. Originally, we have 3. We have the fishing village. Jump up here a sec. That takes 1 minute 20 to get to. Let's get rid of these. Proof I'm in creative mode. That takes 1 minute 20, which I'll show you in a sec. Bean is 53 seconds. Pointless showing you. The fortress, or the end, so I can get to the end portal, defeat the dragon. I think it's the fortress or dungeon, or I can't remember what it's called, but I called it the fortress. The bit where you get the end portal, you have to put the crystals in to get the... Yeah. Takes 3 minutes to get to. And then the big one, I had to put under here. It's the sea temples. 10 minutes 40 seconds it takes to get there, and I've just put "Are you sure?" because yeah, are you sure? So right, I'll take you out there. There's not much out there. There's just a little bit of a train station and then the sea temple that's underwater, which if I get enough people asking, I might do that as an extra. Okay, so we jump on and away we go. Okay, not away we go. I need to switch that on. That's a bit of a security feature to make sure it doesn't roll away. Boom, there we go. Right. This section of the railway is, like I say, it's a semi-edition. Originally had the first ones going to Beanies only. I then built the path, which is down there, which takes us to the fishing village, and then at a later date I added this railway in. In jump moment into a, say, 1 minute 20 nice little ride. We will fly back. Oh, excuse me. Again. Well, here we go. With the railways, I do like to try and keep it all one level. Because it's not a roller coaster. I brought it up here because the fishing hut is up here. And here we go. It ends. Right. The original hut, just a square block and a tower, so that when I was out at sea I could be able to see where it was. Set me spawn point because of drowning. And around. Little boat to go out to sea. Now, all the way over there, if you can just see it underneath the cursor, there's 2 towers. That's the sand bar. That's where I got all my sand for my glass and everything like that. There we go. We've got a portal to get through. That was just an alternative quick travel mode. And here we go. Let's get back up. And there we are. So, yeah, this is what... I say it's the fishing village, but it's not really. This was a little warehouse. I was building it. I was going to get some, try and make it look like a fish port, so we get fish in. Got a little dock area so your boats can pull up. This is where the canal comes. We'll take that way. Go back, and then through these doors. This was the big one, so you got your big boats. Cheers, Bean. I'm watching you too. Well, text-wise, I'm watching your text. So yeah, so obviously your big boats would pull into port here. And alright, I'll just go quick. This is where I got all the loads of sand from. Got the rabbits from here. And etc. So there we go. No temples or anything found, but got loads of sand, everything I needed. There we go, job done. And where I got all my tropical fish from. Okay, right, so I'm just going to fly back on the canal. Now, if while I'm here, get rid of that. Not needed. This is the canal. That's just like a little guard tower. If you can imagine. Obviously, in my imagination, you've got your boats chugging along, grabbing your salmon, your cod, your fish, everything coming along. They'd come in, land here, pull off, get sold at the port, at the little dock market. And right, so we'll do a quick boom. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Do we want to go on a 3-minute train ride? There's not much out there. There really isn't. It's just a hole that leads to the portal that then takes us to the end. Which, if you really need to, I can do a little extra episode. Same again for this one. That takes 10 minutes. Would you rather do the 10-minute trip? Beanie says okay. So, guys, you ready? 10 minutes. 10 minutes of train travel. Here we go. So what we're going to talk about? Okay, talk about the weather. Let's face it. The water. It's not all underground. Don't worry. If I sing, Beanie says, if I sing. Well, I don't know any songs other than Happy Birthday. And I'm not singing Happy Birthday. Unless one of my viewers is actually their birthday. And Beanie, I know it's not your birthday, so before you even say anything. Like Love Boat. Dude, that's way out your age range. What are you doing knowing what Love Boat is? But yes, here we go. We're on our way. Let's see. First to see the sea, as they always used to do when we were little. It's not your birthday, I'm sure. So first to see the sea. First to see the sea. It's just over there. Oh, that's the lake. That's not a sea. Oh, I've got a stick. Drop that. There's the village I was on about. That's the first village. And there we go. I put this fence up because the village is... There it is. Bye! Now that there is a little stop. So if I was to jump out before I got to that little building, this would stop. Because it's like got a weight sensor. So if I'm still in, it lets me carry through. So there we go. Here we go. I think... Oh, a tree! Got some little caves. I think the sea is just through there. Uh-oh, gravel. Picked up some gravel. Slowing down just to go speed up. Ooh, there we go. More ocean. We're all on the way. No, we're not. We're not on the way. Some torches. See, broke my rule here. Look, all these torches are on the right. But then again, I'm not really. I'm not touring, so. There we go. Oh, trees, stuff. Horsey. Oh, there we go. Big pig. Oink, oink. See, get it all flat, and then we go up the hill. Now, originally, the rail wasn't here. It was just a pathway that we ran up the hill, down the hill, through the hill. And then when we got to the ocean, I see the sea, I see the sea. So when we got to the ocean, that's when the pathway went in. Again, because of that utility online that told me where the biomes were, it was able to tell me where the nearest sea temple was. And actually where we're heading, there's 2 sea temples quite close to each other by comparison. So I knew where I was heading. I knew I was trying to get there. Originally, I swam all the way there just to see how far it was, and then I was like, oh my god, this takes forever. So me and a different friend, Kanex, big shout out to him. I don't think he'll ever watch this, but he might do, you never know. He helped build the footpath, and he helped me survey and kill the squid thing that's... I say squid thing because I just saw a squid, but the whatever it is that's in the sea temple, he helped get all them. Because at least once you built the road, go make yourself a cup of tea, come back later, still be going. And in case you're wondering, this is not the halfway mark. That was just a tower to show when I timed it. There we go. Obviously up there, I used water to get down and then just left it. Yeah, so there we go. I think that was about the halfway mark. And there we go. Big open ocean. Not much else to do. Oh, some more ice. Oh, look, another temple. That's not the one we're after. That was the. Wood. Flip, flip, flip. From side to side. And with. Entrance 1. Entrance 2. Come on, get down. There. Either a random seed or predetermined seed. Maybe get the followers to put their names on. Draw yourselves into a hat, and I'll put your birthdays in as a seed. And see what map we get there. And then we just, as always, whenever I do start a map, I like to start in survival. I don't like starting one in creative. I like doing survival. I like doing hard. So hard mode survival is the way I'd go. It's only really once I'm established that I might switch to creative. So once I've got a garden going, once I've got a nice set of resources coming. Also, that are curious, I will fly all the way up here. So I mean, I left it plenty of room for. Right, as you go, it's a huge area. Things do spawn because it's nice and dark, but I was looking for more of an AFK spawn, and it just didn't work. It was a long distance of doing nothing much. But there we are. Well, that's it. Job done. Right, here we go. All sorted. I think that will be the end. Well, I say, any info you want, ask away. Just ask to join. I'm not into joining people with I don't know. I would definitely, if you are looking to join, then we would have to play offline to start with, just so that so that I don't like get into trouble, because you never know what people will do, what say. So I need to be able to trust that you won't. Whopping 2 hours 20-minute tour of my map. Hopefully you enjoyed it. You more than likely just viewed it in sections, which is absolutely fine, to be honest, for the size of it. And there we go, all sorted, all done. I hope you enjoyed it. I will potentially be swapping over to an alternate game shortly. And well, there we are. Stream done. Thanks for watching, tuning in. Please comment away. And as always, play more games.